Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. We are going to do another review, NOCTERRA, issue number two by Image Comics, made by Scott Snyder, Tony S. Daniel, and Tomio More. Probably butcher that. So yeah, this is a continuation, of course, by the first one. So let's dive in. We're going back to the past, and so basically we see here Val and her brother Tomei. Emery, being in the past, and they have some moment here because they are speaking about what happened in the world and they are feeling little bit lost. Okay, before I go further with the story, I must say I'm not a big fan lately of writers going back to the past and tell a story. Why? Because they, in my opinion, I mean, that's how I feel it. They fail to connect with that kind of a story, and that leads them to what happens in the present. Because I do not mind going back to the past and talk about certain events, but there's a lot of also here in this comic, reminiscing and telling a story that has nothing to do with the story itself, but they just want to throw it out there, and I don't know, it just takes me out of the game. It takes me out of the story. It's I wish it was a little more, going forward, being maybe a little bit faster paced, more actiony. That's I think this comic is well suited for. But they always, turn on the brakes and then they tell you something that is not really relevant or interesting. Also, well, I'm coming back to that a little bit later. So Val is now in the present. She's some kind of a ferry man or woman, a truck driver, and she has some kind of cargo, an old man and a young girl, and they need to bring them to Sanctuary, because in Sanctuary there is something that help them, because the world is now covered in darkness, and her brother's infected, and they need some kind of a xenon lamp to cure the darkness, is eating him away and then turn him slowly into some kind of monster. So they need to stop that. So, and then they stop at some kind of a grove. Oh, by the way, this is what I really hate. So somehow someone made a decision. Hey, let's do 2 black pages and then 245 miles. I mean, I really extremely hate this. First of all, it's a waste of pages. Second of all, I paid for this comic. So basically I paid also for these pages. And what do I get in return? Nothing. Literally nothing. I mean, why is that necessary? Why do not make a small panel somewhere above and then with art here below? No, they decided to waste black ink on 2 pages, which you skip in 1.5 seconds normally. It's totally unnecessary, and it's bullshit. So they stop here, and I must say the art is phenomenal. This is what they call a neon grove. This is some kind of a truck pit stop for truckers to be safe. Have some rest without getting attacked by those dark creatures that live in the dark, of course. And then Val is, talking to herself again and being reminiscent. Then the old man comes, and the old man, basically out of nowhere, starts to explain that he is some kind of a scientist and that he and his brother made a machine that was supposed to be seeing invisible cosmic particles, matter, that passes through the universe. And they are finding out that they are not interacting with light. Well, I'm not a physicist or a scientist, so I'm not sure how that works. But seemingly, some particles or most particles interact with light for whatever reason. These particles don't. And then what they tried to do is grab those particles, capture them, because they think they are coming from another universe, and they think that they're finding some kind of a plane with light. I'm not sure why that it's important at all. I mean, why do you want to go to that plane, and why do you think that there is a plane with light? What's the significance if you find it? What is your idea. There's no scientific proof that there is a plane of light. Are you making this up? I don't know. It's just not getting explained. He just said it. Hey, we're searching for a plane of light. Why? I don't know. But it seems that they are accidentally, supposedly, not entirely sure, but that's how I take it. He opened the door, and then the darkness came in with all of the monsters and creatures that came with it, and that he is probably responsible for all the misery that has happened now on Earth, because the whole, blackness is spreading through the planet, over the planet. So, skipping a few pages, we see here Val. Don't trust that guy, and he doesn't believe what he is saying. And so they go back, and then then we see, not here, but on the other page, there's a lot of dialogue about Val reminiscing about when she was a kid, and there was a nun, and they was trying to be safe, and I don't know, man. It just takes me so much out of the game. Because I don't care about what happened in the past, because the past is not relevant for this story at all. It doesn't, move the character forward. It doesn't connect me with the story at all. I just need to stop and read it. And then we're going to go back to what's really relevant, and that's her brother is getting infected, the infection is getting worse and worse. So, and then she's getting a call by Bellwether. Bellwether is basically, let's say she gives jobs to all the truck drivers to do, go from A to B, and they're getting paid or something. And then it seems that she is being followed, and she is being followed by, I'm going to show this, by a guy. It's called Blacktop Bill, and they killed a lot of truck drivers, and they, as you can see here, they put the fire, they destroyed the trucks, and they are hunting for Val and her brother, and mostly her package, and the package is the old man and the girl. And then out of nowhere, we see another beautiful splash page, and we see here Blacktop Bill. Is it Blacktop Bill? Yes, Blacktop Bill. We don't know who Blacktop Bill is. We don't know if he's human at all. Only know that he is covered in completely blackness, and we only see his teeth. And he talks with a supposedly creepy voice. Really looking cool, man. Colors, fantastic. Nothing wrong about that. So what Blacktop Bill wants is the old man. For whatever reason, they can go. Val and her brother can go, but he says, well, I'm going to kill the girl quickly, and then I'm going to kill the old man, but he's going to be slower, and he's going to, drag him behind a car until his skin scrapes off. So basically, probably, I think, that dude is, being lying, and he has done something terribly. There's still no connection why Bill needs it, but it's probably... it's going to be revealed later. And then he said to her, hey, let's make a deal. You give me those two, the old guy and the little girl, and I give you something that you can save your brother with, and that's the Xenon arc. And then, but then the brother says, hey, let's go. I don't trust that guy. And she says, well, he's lying, and the old man, and maybe we should go through it. Well, that's not how she said it, but that's how I read it. But that eventually... the old man says, hey, listen, we screwed up, but I'm going to tell you the truth now. And the truth is that by, opening up the plane to the darkness, it's irreversible. So basically everything that, it's in the world now, it's been there, it's going to be there forever. There is no reset button. And basically they're screwed. This is their lives now, but he needs to go to Sanctuary for something. And then she hits the gas pedal, and then, grenades, I believe, and then, escaping. And that's basically the end of the book. I love the explosion, by the way. Really cool. Also, he says, ooh, I like you. So it's going to be a fun, chasing scene between Val and Bill. Blackfoot Bill. And also at the end we have some sneak preview of a new comic, Good Asian, I believe. A noir thriller featuring the first immigrants officially banned from America, the Chinese, and the self-loathing Asian detective hunting a killer on the streets. Not sure what it is, but the art doesn't blow me away, but that doesn't mean anything. Maybe the story is good, but what I'm seeing here is probably not my thing. Maybe it's for you. I'm gonna check it out later. So yeah, NOCTERRA, like I said, it's a little bit this comic. It's not a bad comic at all. I mean, I love the premise, covered in darkness with all the creatures, and they have to survive through light. And there are stakes here, with the brother, and these people needs to go to a sanctuary, and also, that she's being hunted by some kind of, creature, a non-human, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, so NOCTERRA, it's okay. Not good, but it's okay. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the video. So I hope you like it. Please leave a comment if you read this comic, or maybe you're interested in this comic. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel, please. Hit the bell for notifications. And yeah, see you next time, guys.